I have this video of my client that's already in the timeline. Go to Windows and go down here to text and click text. Now you will see this window will pop up here, text section, and right below it you'll have different panels to choose from. You have graphics, you have captions here, and also you have transcript. Now what you want to do is come here to transcript, right, and click this drop down arrow here. It will show you everything that it will be using to actually create captions. So what you want to do is deselect everything that's not going to be transcribed. For example, I have a sound effect here called drum roll, and I have another intro music here. I'm going to deselect that and then just leave the client's video here, which I'm going to transcribe now. Close this and click on transcribe. So this used to be a job for people before. They used to take the videos and then take what is said in the video audio and then create it into written text. Now with the coming of AI,
we can now do this natively. So now it's done. You can see.
We have our text right here, and if I play this project, you'll see we have this cursor, right? It's going to be analyzing everything that is being spoken right here. For example, if I select this sentence and click on delete, it will actually delete something on my timeline here. So you can go ahead and correct anything you want to do here, but I don't really go around correcting here because it's just a waste of time, because we are going to just correct that later anyway. Now we have our transcription ready. Come to captions here on this captions panel here, and then you want to choose create captions from transcript. You're going to have this window right here. Just leave everything in default here, and then click on this drop down arrow. Now we are going to be selecting how our captions are going to be looking. So the format is going to be subtitles, and then here you have the style. If you have already created a style that you want to go with, you can actually select here, but we actually don't have a style, so we are going to create our own style here. So maximum length in character, I usually put this around 32. And then minimum duration in seconds, I usually go with 2.5. And then I just leave 0 gaps on the captions. Always want to go with single lines because I just see like they look better. Now, the settings that I've provided you are not really like the benchmark to go with. You actually have to come here and experiment depending on the style that you are going with, and do a couple of experiments and see what suits you best. You know, this is not like a genius thing. Okay, now we're going to create captions here. It's going to load, and as you can see now, it has create captions on the top panel here of the subtitles. Here you can see these are the captions, right? And you can see here these are the captions we have now on the panels on top of these sub panels here. Okay, we have the effects controls and we have the properties panel. Now if you select the effects controls, you won't see anything because effects controls tend to take the graphics properties, and then now these are not graphics, these are now are still captions, so we cannot animate or do anything on them. So what we have is the properties panel. We can actually manipulate this in the properties panel. So we're going to change how the text appears depending on what we are going for. So I usually go with the font. I change the font here to Montserrat black, and then I like to center it here, align it in the center here, and then I'll change the font size, and then I like to make them all caps and then make them bold again. And then here you have the options to add in the shadows. You can customize the shadows, or you can leave the shadows as they are. And right about that, that's everything that we can do here. And then you can actually save this by clicking on this button right here and create a style out of what you have customized here. Now, once I have this, what I tend to do is select everything, right? And then come here to graphics and upgrade captions to graphics. Now it's going to upgrade our captions. As you can see now, they are on our main timeline here. And now if we go to effects controls here, and if you decide to select one of these captions, you can see now we are able to animate this and create different styles with it depending on how you want to go. So if you click on this, so I'm going to like select this and then like put it down below, like right here, because this is a horizontal video 16:9. So I like to put the captions right around here. Right click, click on safe margin just to make sure everything is where I want it to be. Right click, click Control C, and then I'm gonna click A so I can select everything that's in front. Shift A, Control Alt V, and then I'm going to make sure the vector motion is selected and click OK. And now you can see I've changed all my captions here, right?
Have you noticed your hair thinning and feeling frustrated that nothing seems to work?
Quickest way to create captions in Adobe Premiere Pro natively without using any plugin. Now, I have an in-depth tutorial that is not for the rush. If you want to check that out, click on the end screen annotation, and yeah, you can check this out. So thank you guys. Remember to subscribe. This is Peter Castillo, a freelance video editor. Go out there and create something awesome.